I'm going to play all my opals out here. And we're going to play Fused Wear Tear, killing Urza's Saga and the Needle on Skullclamp. And that will also kill the Construct token. Welcome, Vintage Gamers. I've got a treat for you on this Wednesday night Vintage League. If you are an OG, you might remember a couple of years back when Kaldheim was released. I was very excited about Koll the Forgemaster, which is a really interesting and unique card in Magic, and I thought it was a card that really vibed with me. I made at the time a Koll the Forgemaster Burgi combo deck. And it didn't do super well, but it was a really fun deck. And the main card that Koll the Forgemaster combos with is Skullclamp, which is a historically super powerful card, and a card that doesn't really see too much play anymore. Since then, there have been some printings that actually help this deck. One of the main ones is Fighter Class, which searches for equipments and makes equipments cost less to activate. So let's talk about how Koll the Forgemaster combos and why we got here. I was recently looking for inspiration on new deck lists, and sometimes when I do that, I go check out legacy deck lists and I see what's going on in legacy, which means what decks can I maybe try to port into vintage? Are there any cool, powerful interactions here? And recently, I've been taking looks at competitive EDH deck lists because while you lose out on the ability to play 4-ofs, they do have some powerful ideas. Now, one of the problems with looking at competitive EDH deck lists is you can only, you can always get your commander, so some of the strategies don't really work. But I was looking at the deck list and I saw that there actually was a Koll the Forgemaster commander deck, and I was like, oh, cool, what's in here? And it was a lot of the cards that I had previously played in my 2001 league. And so I was like, okay, cool, let's take some inspiration from here. Let's see if they have any powerful combos, anything new that I have missed. And there was a bunch of really, really cool stuff here. So I took that, and I took basically what I thought were the most powerful things and the most powerful updates, and we are playing them here. I should also say, since that league, Urza's Saga has also been printed, which, while not a good land at casting red-white or white-white spells, is good at finding Black Lotus and Skullclamp. So, and winning, with constructs, obviously. So, combos. Let's talk about combos, because there's a lot of different combos. The main thing is you have Koll, you have Skullclamp, and then you have one of the two creatures being Memnite or Javier Dominguez, the Fervent Champion. Basically, with just Memnite, Skullclamp, and Koll, it's 1 mana, draw 2 cards. If you have a Pure Steel Paladin here, or a Fighter Class, making the equip cost 0, you will draw through your whole deck. With Fervent Champion, it is kind of similar in the fact that Fervent Champion makes equipments cost less to activate. So Fervent Champion with Skullclamp is always 0 to equip, but it costs red to replay. So it's red, draw 2 cards. However, if you have a Paradise Mantle, equipped costs 0, and this has haste. So you can actually make your red mana with your champion, and then you have assembled draw through your deck. We are going to add in a couple of other things here, where you have a Mask of Immolation. You can play Mask of Immolation, or you can play Mortar Pod, or you can play both. And so what Mask of Immolation does is if you have your Fighter Class, or you have your Pure Steel Paladin, and you have your Memnite, you can infinite Memnite, so shoot them for 20. And you're going to be able to assemble that by drawing through your whole deck. What else we have here? There's like a bunch of little things, but basically I added in Underworld Breach because it's really, really nice redundancy. And then you also have like a bunch of combos with Skullclamp and Lion's Eye Diamond in Underworld Breach. I'm not going to go into those because they're a little bit more confusing, but it's all kind of synergistic, and the idea is we're going to activate our equipments or our artifact mana many, many times. I am playing red, white, splash, blue power. And the reason I'm doing that is because I think that you just need to splash blue power at all costs. If you can try to splash blue power, it's worth it. Our deck is already going to have bad mana against Wasteland because of just the way it is situated with red and white. So it doesn't really hurt us to turn my red and white lands into rainbow lands. We have some how do I say this? Lightning Bolt, because we are kind of weak to things like Hold Breacher and Archon of Emeria, and Haywire Might, which because we're kind of weak to things like Null Rod. And so these cards, Haywire Might is actually, I've been waiting for a vintage deck that can actually play Haywire Might. And these 5-color Lurrus decks are actually a pretty nice place where you can get Haywire Might off of Urza Saga, tap green off of like Spire, and kill something like a Null Rod. Anything else? There's a bunch of other combos and small like synergistic things that happen along the way, and we'll just pick those out as we go. It's worth noting that I'm playing Fighter Class and Pure Steel Paladin, but there are other cards that do similar things. You can play things like Stoneforge Mystic. You can play things like Auriok Steel Shaper. You can play things like Steel Shaper's Gift. There's a ton of other things. Okay, so Haywire Might does not deal with Null Rod. That's true. True. Haywire Might does not deal with Null Rod. It's just other artifact effects, I should say. It kills like Urza Saga and Bolas the Citadel and stuff like that. Null Rod, we have actual factual wear tears in the sideboard. Bad example. But the reason I'm playing like something like Fighter Class instead of something like Stoneforge Mystic or Steel Saber Shiv is because its activated ability actually turns it into a Pure Steel Paladin effect, so this does double duty. It is worth noting that this deck does not have to be a Lurrus deck. I chose to be a Lurrus deck because I like the redundancy and the utilization of the graveyard, but it doesn't have to be. You could play Burgi. There's like an equipment that does a fighter class effect where equipments cost 1 less to activate, one of the new equipments. So there's a bunch of other cards. You can definitely play Tinker Citadel in this deck. Definitely, it's totally reasonable to play Tinker Citadel here. I have just chosen to play Lurrus, but you could totally not play Lurrus. I guess the card I was actually looking to say is Leyline of the Void. Leyline of the Void is kind of good against our deck. Haywire Might is a way you can search up an answer to Leyline of the Void. Not Null Rod, obviously. So sideboard, I have Graveyard Hate. I've got Wear Tear, which is a really nice split effect where it can kill Null Rods, but it can also kill things like Saga. And then I have a Citizen's Crowbar, which is a cool one because the equipped creature gets the ability, so you can tutor a Citizen's Crowbar, and the Citizen's Crowbar, the creature can sack and kill the Null Rod. Yeah, you can play Stoneforge Cauldron. Yeah, exactly. I actually am not 100%. The old version, I think, had Stoneforge Cauldron because I don't think Lurrus was legal at the time. But you can definitely play Stoneforge and put a Cauldron in your deck. And I think that's actually a really good thing, but I'm just choosing not to do that. Yeah, I don't think Mana Crypt is particularly good in our deck. Our deck costs mostly red and white mana cost. I know I'm playing Mana Vault and Soul Ring. But maybe I should play Mana Crypt. We might put a Mana Crypt in before the end here. But I am playing a bunch of anti-blue cards and then a bunch of anti-mono white cards. So I might find a way to fit Mana Crypt into this deck, and then we will play League. I also have another list that utilizes some other cards from the cEDH deck that is a Goblin-based list, and if this list ends up falling through, or maybe we want to make another video, we'll probably try the Goblins list at some point as well. See you in round 1. If you'd like to see your deck played on this channel, check out the Patreon link in the description below, where you can find all the information you need to submit a donation deck list. Let's battle. All right, Vintage Gamers, I have a quick little interlude here before you watch the first match. The first match you will see is actually the 6th match of the night. We had a really rough first league where our opponents basically cast Ancestral and Black Lotus in every game, and we didn't get to really show off the deck's true potential. If you want to actually see those VODs, they're up on my Twitch. I'm never going to take them down or anything like that, so you can go watch them if you'd like. But I'm going to show you the 2nd league where we played another full 5 matches, and they were much more entertaining. I hope you enjoy. All right, here we are in the special 6th round. I really want to show off this deck, and currently we have just been brutalized and murdered in every capacity. So I have a cat for round 6. No, I don't really enjoy playing those kind of decks, like Jewel Shops and Oops All Spells. I don't enjoy those decks very much. They're not very interesting to me. Like if I need to win a tournament and they're the best choice, I'll play them. But for the most part, you don't need to win tournaments in Vintage. Tournaments that you need to win come up very seldomly. You will never see me register the Glimmer Void. I'm going to keep this hand. My opponent is likely on mono white. I think Saga is good enough here. And even if they Wasteland Saga, then we get tempo. Well, you wouldn't be tinkering for Skullclamp. Like, oh, you mean just play Tinker in this deck right now? I just don't think it's good enough. You don't really need to play Tinker here where you have Saga. Yeah, I mean, there are other... it's not that we need to, like, there are plenty of ways to find Skullclamp. We have 8 Skullclamp tutors in our deck, so... And I could play Stoneforge Mystic. In fact, it's like... Feels like we might want to be playing Stoneforge Mystic. Yeah, I mean, like I said, we can drop Luris from this deck, play Tinker, Stoneforge Mystic, Citadel, and Kaldra, which I think is good. Maybe you end up playing some Burgies. I don't know. I know it hasn't come up really, but like Luris has been extremely strong for me in this deck. It's a good draw. So main deck Luris is not good. The reason Luris is good is because it's not in your deck. We have a lot of options here. I really want to get Luris and play Luris, but that is pretty weak to Force of Will. So I think what I'm going to do is play Fervent Champion and Koll and use Black Lotus to make an artifact. And then on our next turn, we make another construct and get a Skullclamp, and we draw as many cards as we have mana. I think that's the best way to go about this. There is a Mask of Immolation infinite sack combo in the deck. Yeah, I the card Luris I don't think is powerful because of the card text on Luris. The card Luris is powerful because it was a companion. I think that's been pretty proven. Vintage Fighter Class is a vintage legal card. Not advisable at the moment. I'm just kidding. We're 0-0. We have no idea how good the deck will be. Oh, my Fervent Champion got forced? All right. My opponent might be on blue-white initiative, which might be a worse deck than ours. Unless they tinker us. My Javier. Bring back my Javier. Oh, we're getting tinkered. Shit. Oh, wait. Fairy Mastermind. Okay, that's fine. Fairy Mastermind is fine. Cards that are not fine are like Hull Breacher and Tinker. Fairy Mastermind we can play through. Saga Gaming. So my opponent ended up forcing Javier, which is good for us. Let's see if they have a 3-mana blue card. I am super worried that we're just getting Hull Breacher here, and we just don't have a lot of ways to play around Hull Breacher. I think the end-all be-all is we probably just need to go for Saga tokens. And not worry about it too much. Drew a new Javier. I'm still getting a Skullclamp. I wish I had a needle to get, I guess, but... What if I just get Haywire Might and just kill their Saga? It is Javier Dominguez World Champion 2018 card. Actually, I might just get the Haywire Might and go nuts. It's kind of sweet. We just won't walk into the Hull Breacher with our Skullclamp. We'll instead just get the little insect going here. This might work. Pew. All right. There's the Hull Breacher. We're gonna get wheeled. Not again. Not again. Please don't wheel me. This card's sweet. Oh, Saga tokens! Urza Saga, best card in the format. Get wrecked. Actually, Haywire Might has just been so good. Killing Urza Saga never looked better. All right. So our opponent is playing some kind of Hull Breacher Fairy Mastermind Tinker deck. But not my version, because we saw Tundra, right? So, Pyroblasts, Wear Tears, Mindbreak Trap. So this is the one we did last time, right? Where we took out Breach, LED, Brain Freeze. The reason I do this is because of, like, Null Rods or Graveyard Hate, which they probably, like, people can bring in against you if they see you combo in game 1. I guess we didn't combo in game 1. We just killed them with Saga tokens, but... let's take out 1 Pure Steel, 1 Fervent Champion, 1 Fighter Class, 1 Koll. Submit. It's cool because when Haywire Might came out, I was like, oh, this card's going to be so sweet. But I never really found any decks for it because you really want to play it in an Urza Saga deck, and you need to make green mana. And there just aren't very many green Urza Saga decks in Vintage. So it's been a little, I think, underutilized. The card's really strong. So this hand is extremely reactive, but seems fine. We don't die on turn 1. We have, like, pretty good interaction. We have answers to all of their powerful things. A Moxen is a good draw because it'll let us play Haywire Might. Oh, we're getting Ancestral. We don't have answer to Ancestral, to be fair. We don't have an answer to Ancestral. It's fair enough. We got game 1. They're allowed to have an Ancestral in game 2. Koll the Forgemaster. All right. I am just going to... I can't wear. I can only swords. So I actually think I'm just going to get the Haywire Might in play now. Because I can't hold up wear, so... Also, look at this art. Tell me this art isn't awesome. I love the frame. I love the art. I love the card. I do kind of wish the card was, like, more castable, but... All right, Lavinia. That makes sense. I think we're just going to Swords Lavinia. I'd like to get a Mox Opal going. I don't have to do this on my turn where I can get negated. Why are you like this? It's okay. They can't attack. I have Haywire Might Memnite, so... If you play an artifact, I can maybe do both. What is this? Oh, they're mono-white initiative, or they're blue-white initiative. They are blue-white initiative. Okay. Unfortunately, my opponent's deck only works when they resolve Ancestral, but they did resolve Ancestral, which makes my life very difficult here. Yeah. This draw looks a little hard for us. Maybe if the swords resolved, but... We are definitely going to get beaten on card quality. They don't want to attack, huh? All right. Let's go get rid of your Saga. I don't think that's good enough here, but... Wait, double Javier? Oh, they're not big enough. I can steal the initiative, but I will lose a Javier. They're 2/1 first strike hastes if you play them both. 2/1 double striking. Yeah, unfortunately, if they just eat one of my Javiers and I take the initiative for a turn, and then they just take it back, doesn't really look good for us. Why did they give this thing the untap ability, though? That's what I want to know. Another seasoned engineer. All right, I'll just concede to that. We're not really coming back from this ancestral recall here. Do I want to make any changes? Don't think I want this mind break trap. Let's get one of our other cards back in the deck. Let's get Pure Steel back in the deck. I guess Fighter's fine. All right. Well, we're gonna be on the play in game 3, so yeah. We're 1-1, 1-1, 1-1. All right, what do we got? What do we got? Cat and swords, Skullclamp, fighter class. I mean, I have so much removal, right? Is that actually good here, though? Unfortunately, I don't have any. I do have an equipment creature. I could get a mask guy. I guess I can get a mask. I don't know if this hand is good enough, to be honest, but I have 2 of my sideboard cards, so how bad can it be? So bad. Yeah, okay, I see you, opponent. Pain. Oh yeah, the deck is really bad. I don't like I think the blue-white initiative deck is very, very, very poor. Oh, come on, opponent! Lotus Ancestral. I don't know, man. What's a guy to do? Technically, I also have Lotus Ancestral in my deck. Got him. Nice Forge. Wrecked. Got him. Nice Forge. Wrecked. Oh, we're still so dead. I didn't play Skullclamp on my turn because I wanted my first spell to be not Flusterstormable. For anyone wondering why I did not play Skullclamp and use my Mana Crypt. After the first spell got forced, I can't really play around it anymore, and I just have to use the other one. But Saga Gaming. Twister has been fantastic for me recently. Top 4 to challenge recently with Twister. A lot because of Twister, too. Second fighter class. This is where I wish I had Mortar Pod. Try to steal the initiative, I guess. Is it better to Luris or to fighter class for a mask? Guess it's better to Luris. I mean, we're just super dead, right? They're still going through the Undercity. They have an active saga. We didn't find a creature. Like, if this fighter class was a Stoneforge Mystic, we actually would be in much, much, much better shape. So, another point against fighter class and 4 Stoneforge Mystic. Yeah, but the Koll needs another creature anyways, right? So I don't think it's good enough. All right, if they have no more lands, no mana here, then maybe there's a chance. I don't know. They just drew too many cards, right? They cast Ancestral and they Black Lotus for an island. And they have an active top. It's just too much to come back. All right. Well, at least we're not getting tokened. So if I draw a Memnite this turn and I resolve, I mean, if they don't have any lands in their hand, it means they have all forces in their hand, right? So, or maybe they have all seasoned Dungeoneers. Maybe we can hope. I've already done Modern Hammer. I've already played Hammer in Vintage. It's totally fine. It's very similar to this deck. It loses to a lot of the same things. It is faster, which is nice. But the problem with the Hammer deck is it also doesn't play Forcible. I like Hammer in Vintage though. It's fun. The biggest problems with Hammer is Force of Vigor is so good against you, and every deck just plays Force of Vigors. Wait, they looked and then they played Plains anyways? What? How does that make sense? All right, well, Memnite draw maybe? Mox Emerald. I can Skullclamp, double Skullclamp my Luris. They have swords. Man. It's just uber doomed. They're gonna like Saga for a needle or something. It just feels like we're losing to Power 9 every game. We still have like reasonable draws. Memnite draws is a draw 2 for 1 mana if they don't have needle. Yeah, but their payoffs are just dungeon creatures, right? So we're still getting another turn. What are we doing here, friend? Blue, white, Lavinia. Now I can't draw Memnite. Sad day. Yeah, I guess so. I don't make colored mana anymore either. You're gonna have to read Lavinia again. Because it is not fine. Damn. Let's draw 2. If only I had 2 Javiers, then I could attack. Steal the initiative. Are we forcing my Javier again? What did Javier do to you, opponent? It's just a human knight. It's a 1/1. What's the worst that could happen? It turns into 2 cards? Damn, we're in the tank. We're deep in the tank over can Justin draw 2 cards? Is it allowed? They're not good. I mean, yes, clamp my Javier for 0 mana. Get wrecked. I will kill my Javier. No, we're gonna get swords. All right. See you, opponent. Over there. Not letting me play Magic. Wait, so what were they tanking over? They were reading the card? All right, Throne of the Dead. What happens? White Plume Adventure. You got it. Six. We have not had very much fun. Almost none, one would say. We have not comboed once. Yeah. Hurt me more. I don't think we have any. I guess we have Ancestral into Swords into combo is our outs here. That's our round. What a good one. I believe. If my opponent can draw Ancestral Black Lotus, why can't I draw Ancestral, right? Right? Fact? True? Lavinia is pretty good if it comes down in time. Lavinia hasn't, like, really stopped me from doing that much. I only have, like, what, 2 swords in my deck anyways? Daggers. All right. I know. I just need to believe. I put Ancestral in my deck. I have a cat. My opponent is on Esper Tinker. We're live. We are live. Why is this hand horrible? Go next. All right, this hand's better. It is better. Is it? Yeah, it's definitely better. I have all the pieces to draw 2 cards. I have all the required pieces to make a divination. Red, white, fight. Clamp. Play clamp. Yes, but it's not about drawing 2 once, not me. It's about drawing 2 multiple times. Think about it. Think of the value. Think about if our opponent gives us 10 turns. Or they just tinker us on turn 1. You know, one of the two. Could go either way. Who could really say? What is happening? You just told me you're on Esper Tinker. My opponent said, I know what you're on. I am on Esper Tinker. And then played turn 1 Archon of Emeria on me. I only have 1 lightning bolt in my deck, man. Am I getting swords? Can I not kill Javier in peace? Why? Just let me farm. Oh wait, no. It's the other way around. Stop sending my people farming. This is it's fine. Everything's fine. Everything is fine. If they're playing Archon of Emeria, it means they can't Tinker Citadel us. So everything is fine. Force of Will, my Javier. No, that's a black banana. Keep the black banana. Yo, what? I need a cookie. Hold on. I was an adult and I bought myself cookies just for a moment like this. I wasn't even gonna draw good cards. I don't believe my opponent anymore. They're a filthy liar. I know it doesn't have any good matchups. I just wanted to do the cool thing, okay? And I've done the cool thing before. It's a doable thing. We just haven't been able to do it tonight, okay? We just haven't been able to do it tonight, okay? I mean, a lot has changed in Vintage since Hull Breacher was printed. I still stand by my statement that Hull Breacher hasn't been good for the majority of the time. Recently, in recent metagames, I think Hull Breacher is quite good. A lot of that has to do with Coveted Jewel, the amount of Vine-based Bazaar decks. No one can stop me. I've been told that Urza Saga fixes mana. This is the final test. This is a Black Lotus. I've seen it in chat. I've seen it in the Discord. I've been assured Urza Saga is a Black Lotus. F6. How can you beat this? Not only is this 2/5/5s, It's also a Black Lotus. How can you beat this card? It is broken. You need to ban it. God, if I draw a blue source, like a, I don't know. It's okay. Next turn when I have my Black Lotus, everything will be great. Unlike my mono blue opponent, I didn't have a companion Mox Sapphire to go with my Urza Saga. Urza Saga is a lot worse when it doesn't tap for blue mana. Fair, fair. My opponent also has an Ancestral again. Fair. And a black. Wait, how hard do I need to work to... Just play a couple of restricted cards. It's fine. Just a couple power. Just a couple pieces of power. Just a couple. It's a couple. It's fine. I'm gonna get Hole Breacher, chat. I'm going to get Hole Breachered. There is a 0% chance I don't get Hole Breachered. What if we play Pure Steel in the Clamp? No, yeah, but if they cast Hole Breacher, we can Ancestral in response. Oh, let's go! Equip. Swords? Fair. I think I won't fall for you, opponent. I know your game. I'm familiar with your game, your activities. Oh. Hardcast Force? You got it. All right, okay. We've gotten rid of their Force of Will, their Swords of Plowshares, and their Black Lotus. We currently have a overwhelming board position due to our Urza Saga giving us 2 5/5s. Maybe I shouldn't have equipped that in case they... Oh, no, they can't kill this. It's fine. They don't play Tinker. They lied to us, remember? Ooh, is that a needle naming Skullclamp? Kind of rude. Yeah, it is. What are you gonna do? You're gonna bait me with a Hole Breacher again? Just cast it. I can actually kill a Hole Breacher now. Not in response to Ancestral, unfortunately, but... The problem is they now have a Saga, and I don't have a new Saga. The good news is that they like were to block with Hull Breacher, we could just still Ancestral. I still think they have a Hull Breacher. All right. So we're 1 mana short of Luris, Lotus, Luris, or Luris, Lotus, Luris, Lotus. I don't know why I'm saying this. I want to play out this mask. But the mana situation is not ideal. Maybe we just have to get Luris into hand. All right, attack. I think playing my hand is worse than getting Luris. I'll make you hold that Hull Breacher forever. Well, we're not going to win via combat damage once my opponent makes a... I guess it's only a 3/3. We're also getting close to doing, like, fling all of my stuff. What is this going to name? They only have 2 cards in hand. They named Mask of Immolation? Bastard. Who does that? Now it's a 4/4 too. Okay, all right. So, land. Luris. Do you have... No. Black Lotus. Mask. Can I draw? Yes. Drew another opal. Okay. Oh, Mask gives the creature... So I can still fling once. Fervent Champion. Mental Misstep. So they don't have Hull Breacher. They had Mental Misstep this whole time? Wait, isn't this just lit for me? Because if they go to block, I get 3 cards? And if they block and kill, like, Pure Steel, then I shoot it? We're winning. This game is over. This is a win. This is a win. This is a W. I even drew the wear tear fuse. Oh yeah? Okay. I can actually not even have to ping because I can kill the Skullclamp. Oh my, we are about to go off. I think we just do it, right? Oh, I lost the Pure Steel. So I don't have a lethal mask anymore. All right. I'm going to play all my opals out here. And we're going to play Fused Wear Tear, killing Urza's Saga and the Needle on Skullclamp. I think that's better because I don't think we'll have any issue winning the game through combat damage. And that will also kill the Construct token because it has 3 damage on it. Fused. Wait, oh, I need a screenshot of this. This is like my best play of the night. And even if they like balance us here, I guess balancing us here is pretty good. Wow. That was sick. That was so sweet. We're gonna just Mind Break Trap in on the draw. I love Wear Tear. Wear Tearing Sagas is, oh, feels great. Would do it. I got a cat. This is an interesting hand. What format are we even playing? All right. And time walk. Okay. All right. Okay. And Archon. Aha! I played around that. Let's go. They only have 2 cards in hand. This looks winnable. 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 And Berkeley would cost like way less to put on the Fervent Champion, yeah? All right, so I don't think I'm going to play Lightning Bolt here because I want to play it after they've played a spell so that they can't counter it. So here they're going to play a spell. Okay, so we respond and bolt your Archon. And then we'll deal with the Hull Breacher next, but we have a Soul Ring for our Saga. Everything's fine. Okay, this looks good. We are gaming. We are definitely gaming. Gaming is happening. This is good. You don't have a second Archon, do you? Oh, you have a Narset. All right, well, that's unfortunate. They found Swords to Plowshares. Okay, we were drawing up a bunch of Sagas. Sagas look good here. Our opponent doesn't have a convincing way to deal with Saga. We haven't seen any combinations from them yet. So I like the spot we're in. I haven't seen anything out of my opponent's deck that makes me think they can beat Saga. Though they did say they're playing Tinker, though doubting that. Big doubt. Oh no, they are playing Tinker. Huh. Interesting. Force on my Soul Ring pitching No. Wait. No, no. We have to. Oh man. We have to hope that they don't find Twister off this Narset. They have a Swords to Plowshares, so this block doesn't work, but that's okay. Second activation of Narset. Found Probe. Okay. All right. Okay. Not convincing, opponent. Your game plan is not convincing. I'm not convinced. This gets sorted. And then we can kill the Narset if we want. What should we do? We drew a Skullclamp. We can't use it until the whole Breacher goes away. So this just needs to be any mana maker. Probably Ruby is the best. I guess we could just get Black Lotus and go Lotus Luris. I don't think that's actually good, though. Let's get... I guess instead of Ruby... No, let's get Ruby. Yeah, let's get Ruby here. And we'll play a new Saga. And we'll play a Fervent Champion. We'll a little 1/1 haste. Get in there. Oh, they have another Hull Breacher. Oh, they have Swords on my Fervent Champion. All right, they're out. They're out of cards, and we have active Sagas. I mean, we're winning. We're currently winning this game. We are very far ahead of our opponent, unless they draw Time Twister or Tinker or Ancestral. Archon is okay. I think we're beating Archon right now. My opponent is a very interesting deck. But I mean, I have the power of Urza Saga, so I think it's doomed for the opponent here. Drew a Black Lotus. Any cool things to get here? Haywire Might kind of protects us from like a Citadel. Unfortunately, I couldn't make this lethal because I can only cast one spell per turn. I mean, they're at 1. Okay, sure. Let's go! It's a W! Oh, you're right. They can't play more than one spell. Got him. Great success. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. All right. Our next opponent is on Golos. Can we beat Golos? What do you think, chat? Golos? We're playing against a bunch of people who are in Twitch chat, so they keep telling me what they're playing. All right. Can we beat Golos? Can we beat Golos? Not with this hand, we can't beat Golos. No shot. Well, the Golos also plays a bunch of null rods, right? All right. I accept. This is a hand of Magic the Gathering cards. All right. Do your worst. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's pretty bad. Okay. All right. Okay. Good one, Plains. Nice reference. Okay. Saga Gaming. Fair. Sure. Okay. Fine. Just straight up name Skullclamp. Based. Based and cool. Are we winning with Saga here? Pretty sure they got their Saga first, so... I think the answer is actually play out our Black Lotus. Because we need our Saga to be bigger than their Saga. You think we're going to win this game with Saga? Like, don't they make a creature and then they get a needle and we lose? Black Lotus. Like... Oh, you think they're winning with Saga? I agree. I think they're winning with Saga. that was my analysis of the situation. The Revoker on my Skullclamp, I guess it doesn't really matter because there's a sphere. Oh. Yeah. Man. We should have won the die roll, huh? Winning the die roll seems important here. All right. Well, let's go to the next one. We'll have more fun in the next game. I can only imagine. All right, we're gonna bring in Wear Tear, and we're gonna bring in Citizen's Crowbar, and we're gonna bring in Swords to Plowshare, and we're probably gonna bring in this Needle, possibly. And then we're definitely not breach comboing our opponent. That's a no-go. We're definitely not misstepping our opponent. Haywire still seems pretty good. All right, one Koll, one this, one that, one of these. Keeping fighter class, I guess. Oh, no. We can get rid of LED. And we can keep this. This. All right. It's okay. We boarded it in the Citizen's Crowbar. Which, I mean, how can they fight the raw power of this magic card? Truly the answer to Golos. We will Luris buyback loop Citizen's Crowbar, and our opponent will concede. Trust me. Trust. A Twitch chat must trust the streamer. How else will this work? What flavor text would you add to Citizen's Crowbar? You got any good ideas? Are you a writer? Ooh, what does this do? What does this do? What does this do? Okay, this definitely does something. So if I go Opal Lotus Mantle, red mana, white mana, pure steel, immolation, draw a card. If I go Lotus Paladin Mantle, draw a card. If I go, all right. I mean, I'm gambling here. We're Black Lotusing. Let's go in here. Black Lotus. I'd like to play this Mantle with the Paladin, but I think I need the Metalcraft. So I'm going to make a red mana, and then I'm going to make white mana, and then I'm going to play Pure Steel Paladin. And then I'm going to play Mask of Immolation and draw a card. And hopefully I draw a land. Because if I draw a land, I can play Champion, make mana, and equip. I drew a Time Walk. Okay. I'm going to equip this on to, I don't know, this thing. All right, we didn't draw any lands, which is not great. But I have a Paradise Mantle, so that's like a land. And we almost are infinite killing our opponent. Actually, we had an infinite win, right? If we had drawn Black Lotus. If we drew Black Lotus, we could play Fervent Champion, equip Paradise Mantle, make white mana, play Koll, and then we would mask loop them. We're getting our Paladin dismembered. That's unfortunate. Our opponents always draw Black Lotus. Why can't we draw Black Lotus? Is it because it's in our graveyard? Mask of Immolation has been named. Daggers. Revoker? Are you going to revoke my Opal? It's okay. I have an elemental token. They can't name this. It's a token. So I can kill this at any time, and they can't do anything about it. All right. How do we come back from this situation here? This here situation. I think the first thing we do is play our free Fervent Champions. So first, I'm going to elect to try to figure out how to tap this for a red mana. Red mana. Fervent Champion. Paradise Mantle, Fervent Champion. Because it costs 0 because of the ability. Red mana, Fervent Champion. Paradise Mantle, Fervent Champion. Blue mana, Time Walk. Go to my next turn. Draw. Mox Opal. I think here we buy Luris. I think we buy Luris. Black mana. Green mana. White mana. Buy Luris. No, I don't think... I don't have a convincing... I don't think it's convincing the attacking will work. Maybe, though. They are 2/1 first strikers. They are a Mana Crypt and Ancient Tomb. Maybe you're right. I don't know. The minute they play like a Golos, right, it's pretty doomed from that angle. Or an Inventor's Fair. I guess the minute they play a Null Rod, it's also doomed. Wait, no, we're winning this. We're winning this race by a lot, right? I also still make mana off of my Fervent Champion. Can we not? All right, you're right. We should have just attacked. We would have a much better chance of winning this game if I had just attacked. No, it says first strike, friend. Oh, they figured it out. You gotta block this one. Yeah, if I had attacked last turn, they would have had another 5 damage on them. No, this still has first strike. All right, they're dead. Get wrecked. You have like a couple minutes left to try to fire the prelim. You have like 4 minutes, and they need 2 players. So if people go to the prelim right now, you can probably fire it. Right. So with Koll and Fervent Champion, Paradise Mantle, and Mask of Immolation, that's an infinite damage loop. This is still just better to be attacking than playing Koll because it's so much more damage, right? Yeah. I also have an extra damage off my elemental token because I didn't block it. They definitely can't fetch this fair. So I think this Null Rod will kill them. I definitely should have attacked that other turn instead of putting Lurrus in my hand. It was a pretty bad play. Come on, Mana Crypt, help a brother out. Yes. Yes. No, no, that's a good draw. Oh, another Revoker. Revoker is fine. +2 mace. So I'm just going to shoot the Revoker because it's going to deal, I don't know. All right, baby. Mana Crypt. We're going to win this game with Javier beatdown. Javier beatdown one time. Yes, Javier beatdown for the win. All right, now we have to win on the draw. I definitely want the Mind Break Trap. We just won a game with Javier beatdowns. Did it fire? Someone said good job. Oh, you fired, maybe. I don't really know. Looks like you fired. Oh, all right. What do we got? We got a land and a Paradise Mantle and free Javier's. I mean, this is going to be bad if they play a turn 1 sphere, but it's a guy to do. Damn. Close game. Both teams fought hard. Unlucky, really. Right. I can't equip because the equip is part of the artifact's ability. Man, we're so dead. Sad day. Sad day. Maybe I should have mulliganed to more lands. I don't have that many lands in my deck, though. It's kind of hard to do. Yeah, that looks bad for me. What's the idea? There's no idea. We just lose. No, it's a bunch of Skullclamp infinite combo loops. Damn, my opponent has a nice hand. Just fair for Null Rod and we die. So that's a very easy tap Ancient Tombs, fair for Null Rod, play Null Rod, kill me. They have how much mana? 3, 5, 7, 8. Yep. No, this is for fun. This is definitely for fun. I don't think this deck is very good, unfortunately. But Skullclamp is a sweet card, so they still can do the good play with Inventor's Fair, which they definitely should do, considering they have Crucible of Worlds to bring back Inventor's Fair. I don't know why they played Mana Vault out. This was not necessary. I guess they can get a bigger thing, because they have Manifold Key now, which is an additional 2 mana. So they have 1 mana, 3 mana, 5 mana, 7 mana, 8 mana, 9 mana. They can go down 5 mana to 4 and play a 3-drop. It just doesn't matter. Play a Null Rod. We actually assembled quite a bit of mana. We're up to 3 mana now. They got Golos? You're crazy, friend. You're wild. I guess they can get Strip Mine Lock now. I think that's worse than getting Null Rod. I mean, we still can't win. But so if we draw Wear Tear, and then no, we did not draw Wear Tear. So we can technically play Pure Steel Paladin, and that gives us free equip. We can't actually play anything off of the free equip, so it doesn't actually help. Because even Javier is no longer free with 2 mana. It would be completely free. Yeah, it doesn't help us at all. I'm done. Let's go play more Magic somewhere else. All right, here we go. We got the OG Zoomer rated across the table. See what we can do. My hand consists of only the finest Magic cards. I think Splat, I would have just gotten Null Rod with the very first I think the very first one I would have just gotten Null Rod. And I just lose the game after that. You don't really need to do Golos or anything. Oh, I'll like in this hand and try to find something more fun. Certainly looks like more fun. Let's see what rated it has for us today. Tropical Island. I guess I should have kept my my Lightning Bolt hand. I'm gonna get Collector Roofed. Yeah, this feels like we're supposed to be Saga Gaming. I am going to play the Skullclamp out. If they want to Vigor my Skullclamp and my Saga, I think that's fine. But losing the Ruby feels like it would be worse. I mean, I get Vigored or I get oofed and I lose both ways, right? Pearl is interesting. Oh. We got Deathrite tinkering happening. All right, well, I mean, that's not a citadel, so we can actually haywire might that. So no problem. Not a problem. Oh, you're right. Might's non-creature. All right, we have to race it. You're right. Damn, why can't Might kill this? Sad day. All right, well, now I don't really want construct tokens. Now I think I need to just do Memnite things. It is, right? I'm not crazy, right? Non-creature artifact and non-creature enchantment. Who does that? Really? Maybe I don't want to play Pure Steel in case I get O-Code. I'm trying to figure out if I want a Skullclamp for 4 here. Because I can go Opal, Fighter class. Oh, no, I can't do that. All right, we should probably play our Fighter class out then. I guess the question is, do I get an Immolation Mask or do I get... Oh, I can get Paradise Mantle. That just draws me a card. I have a Saga and a Luris. That's probably fine. Yeah, Paradise Mantle draws me a card. I kind of like that. Skullclamp anyways. Okay. All right. I mean, I have a lot of things in play. My opponent hasn't presented a very strong play. They just tinkered for an 8-drop. It's fine. I mean, I've seen worse. The Haywire Might does gain me 2 life, which buys me a turn. All right. So I think the best play is to get a Black Lotus and play a Luris and bring back my Memnite. It's pretty bad for me if they have a Vigor at this point. Was a Fatal Push, maybe? An Assassin's Trophy on my Paladin. Okay. So this is fine, because this draws me 2 cards and makes a mana. I don't have any basics. I drew Breach Koll. Koll does it here, right? Or I draw as many cards as I have. This looks good, I think. Get a Luris. Play a Luris. Oh, their last cards were Force Oko. Wow. Okay. So now my best play is... I could breach back a Memnite. I could just pump my fighter class. What's my best play now? My best play now might be... What if I breach my Luris? No, I can't do that. If I breach a Memnite and then I Skullclamp the Memnite, that puts a Memnite and put a Black Lotus and a Memnite in my yard. Draws me 2 cards. I could also play Koll, equip Koll with Paradise Mantle for next turn. What if I wait on Breach? They can't eat my Pure Steel and my Memnite and my Luris. So I could wait on Breach and then Breach next turn. I'm going to Breach now. No. Man, I don't know. I think I'm going to play... I don't know. I'm going to upgrade my fighter class. I think that's better. All right, I need to win the game on this turn. Equipments do not cost anything to activate. And I drew a Javier. I mean, that just wins the game on the spot, right? No. Yes, because I have a Paradise Mantle. Okay, so red, white, Koll. Red, Fervent Champion. Equip Javier. Red, kill Javier. All right, we're looping through our deck, and then we win the game. Wow, we did the thing. I'll just make this the entire YouTube video. Oh my god, chat. We have finally done it. Loops have been achieved. I have not only did I activate fighter class this turn, which I had not done previously, we are also looping. I mean, they probably just want to see what's going on. This is something they probably have never seen before. I can only assume. Oops, I almost messed that up. This is going to take a little while. They'll probably concede after this, but... I hope they concede after this, because this one might take a little while. I have the deterministic now, so... Now I just need to loop them a million times. Yes! 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 Nice Sphinx of the Steel Wind. I have Javier Dominguez. All right. We can retire for the night. I'll just drop concede. Oh man. All right. So my opponent is probably on bug still. We're not like still, but like we still want to bring the same cards that are good against bug. So Pyroblast, Swords, I think I'm just gonna bring in Pyroblast and Swords, and that'll be it. Well, we got to see a little bit more about what's going on, but this will answer most things. Citizen's Crowbar, if it's attached to a non-citizen, could... I don't care about Sphinx. Who am I kidding? All right, so Breach, Brain Freeze. Why do I just take out Breach, Brain Freeze every time? Haywire might probably not great then. And then we'll just take out one Fervent Champion. Perfect. GG, easy, submit. Maybe, yeah, I think, you know what I'll end up doing is I'll probably just take some of the good matches when I make the video and not put all of it. That'll be good. All right, what do we have here? This hand technically does nothing, which is my favorite kind of hand, Snap Keep. Did you know that Fervent Champion can pump Paladin because they are both knights? I bet you didn't know that. Did chat know that? Unfortunately, Koll was a warrior, which is not a knight. Skullclamp has been called. I took out all of my ways to beat that, right? I'm pretty sure I took out every single possible way to beat that. Which was probably a mistake on my hand. My hand? Yeah, why not my hand? I think I'll hold the pedal. If I get Vigored, it's fine. Yeah, we're going to win by attacking because I definitely messed up. This is why you always leave the Haywire Mite in. You never take the Haywire Mite out. It is the best card in the deck. Don't take it out. All right, am I going to get my stuff Vigored? Petal Pearl Vigored? I doubt it, right? Oh, no, I did. They're gone. That's okay. I don't need them. I got Knights. Though we can't really beat an Oko here, so that would be bad. If we draw another Javier, the Oko dies. They did pitch an Uro. God bless. If we draw... well, that's actually a pretty good draw. My deck is pretty bad against Collector Roof. I don't know. Ooh, Fervent Champion pumps the Pure Steel Paladin. Let's go. All right, now we're cooking. Now we are cooking. Boom. That's just good deck building. Exactly. Exactly. Chat understands. All right. So opponent's going to have two cards. They're going to turn this food into an elk. And then what? And then what? What is your follow-up play? Are you tinkering for a Sphinx? Because actually, this doesn't answer that. Are you... what are you doing? Pyroblast. All right, I think the Pyroblast is better in our hand at countering a good card. So I think we're going to Swords the token and attack. Also, I want to attack. So I am going to attack Oko with all the creatures in case there's an Assassin's Trophy. Die. If there's another Oko, we have the answer. I think they have an Assassin's Trophy, though. I don't have a basic, which is unfortunate, but it's fine. Not good deck building. No, my deck cannot play a basic. What color would it even be? Mountain? Plains? Doomed. All right, opponent is deep in the tank here. They have something. I suspect they have a removal spell. Will you use your mana efficiently, or will all the knights and warriors just live another turn? It would probably be Plains, though Plains doesn't cast Javier, which is a key point here. All right, here we go. What do we got? What do we have? Yes. All right. My knight synergy has been disrupted. Javier is unfortunately friendless now. No comrades in arms, just a dwarf. All right, what do you got for me? Brainstorm. Am I allowed to let Brainstorm resolve, or is this a Pyroblast? Technically, Brainstorm is not a threat. But I think we just got to use our mana here. All right, what's our best draw now? What is our best draw now? Our best draw is... Sure, I guess. I don't think our clock is fast enough for our best draw to be another Pyro. Our best draw is Ancestral Recall. Yeah, I know. We play Power. It happens. Every once in a while. Yeah, I mean, we didn't know we had a Swords coming. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. We're good. Saga would be a good draw. I'll allow it. I'll allow it. True. All right, we got a passer. Ooh. Ooh. Hello. Little creatures on land. Unfortunately, it's not very hard to deal with. My opponent's deck has lots of ways to deal with it. But it is powerful if they don't have an answer. Let's see if they have it. They don't have anything yet. They have a Wasteland. Would Vintage be a better format without Mana Crypt? No, then I'll cast less Tinkers and win less. Terrible format. I'll have you know, if I'm winning less, the format is bad. That's just how it works. I don't know. It looking good, looking okay. Opponent should have needled Saga instead of Skullclamp. Rookie mistake. How do they even come back from this? They can't, right? How does one come back from this? Think of all the things I have. Well, I'm not gonna get Skullclamp, so just get Soul Ring. Get in there, team. I think they're doomed. I think we're going to win another match. One simply does not lose to Bug twice. Let's go. Yes. Yes. Okay, here we go. This is our 5th And now 10th final match with our Koll deck. If we win, we money back this league, which is more than I could ever possibly ask for. So I have a cap. I have... This doesn't look like it will be good enough. Because this plays... You just combo kill them. Like, turn 2 combo kill on the play against Aggrovine is totally fine. If this plays Haywire Might on turn 1, and it's just not going to be able to deploy its hand fast enough. I'm going to mulligan this hand. This hand is a lot better. I need to pick a card to get rid of, though. And that's going to be challenging. I guess the answer is I have to get rid of Fervent Champion. What I think I'm going to do... Maybe I get rid of Pure Steel Paladin. And the reason is because we can get a Skullclamp on turn 1. And we can Skullclamp our champion. And we have Luris as well. So I think it's actually better to keep the Fervent Champion. I mean, if I get Vigored, I just lose, right? But what can I do about that? Yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go Opal, Emerald, Crypt, Mana Confluence, Fighter Class, by Luris. Okay, so they might have a Force of Vigor in their hand because they're choosing to possibly Once Upon a Time before this and Vigor these two. They chose not to do that. White, red, Fighter Class. And we're going to get our Skullclamp, and we're going to buy our Luris. Now they're heavily incentivized to Vigor us, or Oof us if they have it. They did reveal a Beseiju. So we are playing against Aggrovine. The biggest cards in Aggrovine that are good against us are fast aggro draws and Collector Roof and Force of Vigor. So my opponent has 5 free power on turn 1. That's pretty low. That's a below average. Do they have a Vigor on my upkeep here? They do not have a Vigor on my upkeep. So I think the first answer here is Fervent Champion. Maybe they're going to Vigor my Skullclamp instead. This game is ridiculous. All right. That is just incredibly bad for us. I just keep getting my shit misstep today. All right. I guess we will play out our Skullclamp. Man. Okay. I don't have the ability to play Luris anymore because those were my 2 colorful mana sources. Looks like they have Vigor as well because they're doing a lot of pausing here. Yeah, they have Vigor as well. No. I mean, it just said they were trying to pay for spells. So I should have led on Luris. Leading on Luris is bad for me, though. All right, so if they play Collector Roof, things are bad. Probably just straight up lose the game, actually, if they have Collector Roof at all. They don't have Hardcast Vigor. They have Beseiju, though. All right, so they're leaving open Beseiju. They might also have Vigor, seeing as they chose not to activate Bazaar. Pure Steel. So, unfortunately, my mana situation in here is really, really bad. Because even though I have Luris, it's actually not good for me. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to play Pure Steel. And the reason is because this Paradise Mantle will draw us a card. And then we can obviously equip Paradise Skullclamp to this. So we'll cast this. This will draw us a card. We're definitely looking for Black Lotus, obviously. Draw a card. Fervent Champion. So unfortunately, I don't have haste on this Paladin, so it doesn't make mana. Oh, they're just going to kill my Skullclamp now. Okay. I wish I had a basic in my deck, but I still don't have a basic in my deck. So theoretically, I can actually take another hit and try to win next turn. We have Skullclamp, Champion, Paladin. We don't have Koll, but we do draw a lot of cards. The mana situation is better now because we have a new champion that we can actually cast. And we can also make a red mana with the Paladin if the Paladin lives. So my opponent didn't activate their Bazaar. Maybe that means they have like a second Beseiju. Not exactly sure. Strip Mine. That's definitely bad for us. We could die to Crypt if my opponent attacked with both and pumped. Yes. That's a true statement. I might just let this go to a Crypt flip, though. I think that's our best chance of winning. If I chump, I go to 7, I can go to 4. I don't have a Paladin. I don't have more than one colored full. Yeah, I'm gonna just take this and we'll flip over it. It's fine. Oh, I don't even have a Skullclamp. Yeah, I have to make this play because I need. Oh, I still need to draw an additional mana source as well, probably. Because I need to play Luris and bring back Skullclamp. I won the flip. I drew an Opal. Okay, so we're gaming. Let's go. So we're gonna go black, black, Luris. And then I'm gonna play Skullclamp. Draw. And then I have Javier's. So I have Opal. This is just lethal, right? No, I don't have a Koll yet. I don't have a Koll yet. Ooh, this could be tough. But at least we have some good draws here, and it pays for themselves. So I equip this, and I make a new red. And I equip this. And I draw 2. And I drew a Memnite. So Memnite is a free draw 2. Sapphire. New Javier. Equip Javier. Now, what color does this make? White mana? I'm gonna go red mana, actually. All right, draw 2. LED. And mask. LED. I think it's a draw 3 because we draw from Pure Steel and we draw from Clamp. Mask also lets me maybe kill things. Opal. Should we just float red white before we draw 2 here? And lose our paladin? I think the answer to that question is yes. Yeah. Red. I guess we'll play Saga. I actually don't think I'm going to play Saga because I think I want... No, I won't need mana. Okay, we're doing it. I'm going to equip this. There was no reason to tap Opal, you're right. Memnite. Equip. I'm just looking for a Koll Skullclamp. That draws me like a million cards. Skullclamp. Okay, so now I think we sack the Luris with double clamp. Is that a lethal brain freeze? 336? No. Come on. Fighter class. Fighter class does not have any more creatures to hit. I can still sack my paladin, though. So I think that's where we're going next. I can always upgrade a fighter class, and it does a paladin. So this is good. That's it. That's it. This game. This game. This game. This game. This game. It's game. Let's go. Let's go! That was the least deterministic kill ever. Oh. Oh, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Now tell me that wasn't fun. Was that not enjoyable? Brain churning? All because we won the crit flip. Yeah, true. True. Factually accurate. All right, so I need Swords to Plowshares in my deck. And I need... I don't really think I'm supposed to bring in anything else. Like, Containment Priest doesn't really stop anything but Vengevine. And maybe Lantern. So just Swords and Needle. Sorry. Maybe Bloodghast if they have it. Needle is mostly for Bazaar. I wonder if this is a matchup where we do want... I still not sure this is a matchup where we want Breach. The LED actually was really good in that game too, huh? Well, it's not really a mental misstep matchup. I understand that like we could mental misstep the Hex Shrinker, but whatever. If they Hex Shrinker kill us, that's fine. I kind of think this is like... I guess we could Breach back Swords, maybe. I don't know. I kind of just want to take Breach out again anyways. No one can stop me. Or maybe I'll leave a Breach in, but not play Brain Freeze. Well, to be fair, with the mana we had in that, we could have definitely have still gotten like a Koll combo, which would have drawn through our deck. Yeah. This looks like Magic the Gathering cards. Let's do it. All right, we got Wasteland Pitch, double Root Walla coming in. Fighter class DTs for Clamp, Paradise Mantle, and Mask of Immolation. It also has the upgrade ability on it, which turns it into a Pure Steel Paladin. So your vintage deck can still be a little sus after all that. I mean, we just run straight into a Vigor here and just call it a day, right? I feel like this is just Saga, Soul Ring, Clamp, go. Oh, they have no Vigor. Interesting. Does that change anything? No, we're kind of already all in on this life, huh? I'm going to play out the Lotus in case they play a Chalice. They're already going to hit like Soul Ring Saga or something with Vigor, so I think it's fine. Yeah. So they did have Vigor. They were baiting me. They did pitch a Collector for this, which I guess is worse for me because I have a Swords, but... We do have 4 mana draw 4. Using our Lotus. My opponent says they had another Besage You, but they thought putting me to 3 was better. Pretty close, huh? Not sure. I'd have to go back and look again. All right. So do they have another Collector Oof? Looks like they have another Collector Oof. Oh, what? I didn't know this deck played Null Rods. I don't have an answer to that in my deck. Oh, that's really bad. That's very, very bad for us. They said there's only one Null Rod. I don't even know if I'm supposed to play it out. Like, I really don't think I can beat this. Yeah, I have Wear Tears, and what I'll do is I'll board in Citizen's Crowbar. I don't really want to bring in Wear. I guess Wear Tear kills Hollow One, so maybe it's fine. Maybe I can just bring in Wear Tears. If they pump, I'll just Swords. Hmm. Yeah, so Crowbar gives the Citizen the ability, just like the Mask gives the Equipper. All right, they hit Avengevine. We can go next. So Citizen's Crowbar reads, equipped creature gets +1/+1 and white tap, sacrifice Crowbar, destroy target artifact or enchantment. So I'm going to bring in Citizen's Crowbar, and I think this kills Hollow One, so it's not that bad. Now I can take out Breach, 1 Opal, and 1 fighter class. Sure. All right, we're on the play here, though. All we have to worry about on the play is Vigor if we want to do something really powerful. Honestly, we did get Vigored in that game, I guess. We had a what, Saga. Yeah. I mean, even if they take it out, this kills Hollow One, so that's the if my opponent only had one Null Rod and had no Hollow Ones in their deck, I wouldn't bring in Wear Tear. I probably would still bring in the Crowbar, but I wouldn't bring in Wear Tear. But Hollow One is like a legitimate clock and a reasonable hit, so. All right, this is the final match for all the marbles. Can we money back? I would love that. This deck is really cool though. I do like when I get to play like the fun part of it out, it's good chemicals. Good brain chemicals for me. This is probably the last time I play this version though. Just because maybe I should make this like EDH deck. It seems like it'd be fun. Doesn't have what blue cards in it though, so it's probably not very good. So this hand has Javier, fighter, class. So this hand, I can go red, white, Javier, fighter class for Paradise Mantle, equip Paradise Mantle, make an additional mana, Skullclamp. Yeah, that's where I got the idea from. Well, not the original idea, because I had the original idea before it was an EDH deck, but I was looking at an EDH deck recently, so. I feel like I would get null rotted there too, though. So I think we're supposed to keep this hand. I'm just trying to debate what I want to do with this hand because I'd like to play Saga on turn 1, but I don't think we were going to. So that makes me do some kind of Black Lotus line where we go. I think the answer is fighter class for Paradise Mantle, Paradise Mantle our champion, and then Skullclamp our champion. Which does not seem like it's powerful enough, but we're gonna give it a go here. I don't think I would want to mulligan this hand, but it also is missing a little bit of stuff. So Black Lotus, fighter class. Oh yeah, I wouldn't keep it without Black Lotus. I get the Citizen's Crowbar. No, I'm just gonna get the Paradise Mantle. I think it'll be good for. Ooh, nice. That's really good for us. That was a great bait. We got them to hit fighter class Paradise Mantle with Vigor, and we have Saga Clamp in our hand. That was really, really good sequencing. All right, now I have a Clamp. Oh, I guess I should have attacked first. It's fine. I don't think we're winning by attacking. Memnite. Okay, all right, okay. Maybe I should hold the Memnite in case. I guess the Vigor is going to hit me no matter what, so it's fine. All right, okay. That was fine. We got through a Vigor, and we have a Saga follow-up. And even if they have... Oh, Wasteland, okay. Interesting. That's a good draw as well, because I can actually use my Saga. So, yeah, we just get wrecked if they have a second Vigor. It's fine. Clamp this Memnite into a new Memnite. Clamp this Memnite into a Pure Steel. Okay, all right, okay. We still have 5 cards in hand. Opponent has Cradle. So they keep like a Vigor Wasteland hand. Interesting, interesting. Saga. They wouldn't have, if they had a Vigor, they would have used it, right? I can safely play second Saga here. Maybe I don't want to safely play second Saga here, because then I'm priced into using it. I think I'll play Spire, actually. And then I'm going to pass and make tokens. So I'm assuming they're going to go like Land Collector Roof here. It's kind of the play that I'm getting. No Collector Oof. Ooh, they said they were regretting their keep. Wow. We might actually pull this off. I wish I could clamp this. The Rootwalla. Oh. All right. We are in a good spot then. So I actually think I'm not supposed to make a construct here, and I'm just supposed to get a Black Lotus. Oh, wait, I can't get a Black Lotus. I could get a Soul Ring and then play Luris Lotus. Yeah. Oh, no. Yeah. Soul Ring. Luris. No! Wow. Okay. Fair. Fair, fair, fair. Fair, 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 fair. I didn't have to play into that, but it's okay. It's not a big deal. It's good. It's a good play. We're gonna be fine, but that was not something I was in my brain as a possibility. We have like tons of draws coming still. Yeah, sure. You got it, homie. All right. So here, hey, that was the thing I wanted to get off fighter class. Here I have white, white, pure steel paladin. Skullclamp. Draw. And then play mask. Or I could just double clamp the paladin. I don't want to use my land drop to play Mana Confluence. So I'm just gonna... No. No, I should still play Mask first. Because it's going to draw me a card anyways, and then it's going to draw me more cards. So I should still just play Mask first. It takes up my Saga land drop, but I'm not convinced I need my Saga land drop. So then I'm going to equip my Elemental and draw. And then I'm going to equip my Paladin and draw. I'm just looking for an Opal now. There's an Opal. There's another Opal. So I could either go Paladin or Ancestral. But Paladin is actually more cards than Ancestral. I still have the ability to play another Opal from my yard if I want. Or another Paladin for that matter. I think I'm going to play the Ancestral. No, I'm just going to... yeah, I'm going to play the Ancestral. Maybe that's wrong. That might be wrong. Mantle's already gone. Oh, Mantle's back in my deck. Well, the Mantle doesn't really help because the Mantle... I need a Fervent Champion for the Mantle to be good. But... Skullclamp's a new one. Also, I need like tons of different mana for that. I think they might have a Beseiju, to be honest. Well, no, they would have hit our initial thing. Yeah. I guess we could just construct lethal. But what if I want to draw more cards? Think of all the cards we get to draw, though. Oh, we're out of mana, though. Oh, no, I ran out of mana. No, my hubris. Yeah. I guess I could have put both on that. Might have been better. No, I played that really badly. It's my own fault. If I played the game one well, I played that one horribly. I don't need a fighter's class. I don't need a second saga. I don't need a second pure steel. Oh, yeah. I mean, we won the game, but you gotta play clean. Collector roof? Oh. Serum powder. All right, we have a infinite coal loop here though, so we're in good spot. So I've got red, white, coal. Oh wait, do I have a loop yet? I might not have the loop yet. I might need I need a way to make this cost. I need to go this. Red, white, fighters for mantle, mantle, mantle on my fervent champion, red mana, equip my fervent champion, shoot my opponent, always yield, red mana, equip fervent champion, red mana, equip. Shoot the root wall so I can do this less times. And now I just need to do this 6 times for the victory. I mean, I did almost time out in this game, to be fair. Game 1 was really hard, for what it's worth. I had to make some really tough decisions. Let's go! I told you this deck worked. Chat didn't believe me after the first league. But that is a 3-2 money back, which is basically the goal of any horrible brew. All right, that makes me so much happier. I'm glad that chat got to see the deck working at its full potential, and we got to really experience what I was trying to do with this deck. Because I think the thing this deck is doing is both cool and fun, and somewhat powerful. Obviously, it's not really vintage level, but it's close. It does a thing, but it doesn't have any interaction. And at this point in vintage in 2023. You need to be both doing a powerful thing and have Force of Will, or equivalent powerful cards like Bazaar and Archon and Mishra's Workshop. So, thank you for hanging out, and thank you for making it all the way to 10 matches of this deck. If you're on YouTube, hopefully you enjoyed this as well. New vintage content still going to be coming out every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday on the YouTube channel. Make sure you're subscribed; it's free, and follow on Twitch, free. And I will see you then.